So I haven't made a video in quite a while. I've had a lot going on. Lots happened to the Camaro. Last time you seen it, it was a whole different color, had the original paint job on it. I ended up painting the car. I made a little makeshift paint booth in the front of the house. It was actually pretty cool. I wish I would have did a video on that because that was insane. Like I had exhaust and lighting and did like a little put up tent kind of deal a buddy of mine gave me. It was about 25 foot long. And yeah, and ended up coming out pretty nice. Actually, I used a really cheap paint. It was just like a duplicolor type paint I used with a cheap paint gun. I think it was like a Husky paint gun for like $60, $70. I did that and a matte clear coat on a burnt orange metallic. Came out pretty sick looking. It's got like a satin look to it almost, kind of like a matte. Came out pretty sick. Put a new wheel on it. It's got a Corvette, I think they're like Z06 wheels or something like that. So they didn't fit originally. I had to get a spacer to, fix the offset and everything like that. But yeah, came out pretty sick. I did make some mistakes. It was my first paint job ever. I ended up molding the, basically trying to like mold the bumpers so it looked like it was just one piece. That was definitely a mistake. I used Bondo. You can't see it all that great, but let me see. It ended up cracking. I did it in the front, and I need to do it. I need to fix it basically in the rear. I fixed the front. The front doesn't look too bad. Ended up sanding all that down and fixing it up a little bit so you can kind of see the body line again. I mean, it still looks like shit, but it looks better than it did with the giant crack down it. That needs to be worked on as well. You see there's a bubble and everything like that. It doesn't got to be perfect. This is just a car I want to have fun with. Take it to like the track occasionally. My brother does like a lot of racing and stuff like that, so I like to have it out there messing around. And like I said, I just want to enjoy it and have fun. I don't want it to be perfect. It's my project. I love the car for what it is. It's an amazing car. I've had a lot of fun with this car. Now let me take it off and I'll show you some of the stuff we've been doing with it. So the interior is basically the same. I did do a new steering wheel. That came out pretty sick. Grip Royal steering wheel. I installed a head unit in here. Nothing crazy. It's got some seat covers on it and stuff like that. I have a bunch of parts for this actually. I mean, I got a ton of shit. I got freaking, they're like adjustable suspension coming for it. I got, oh man, I got a new Y band from AEM to go in here. Actually, I've been doing a second motor build. So as you guys know from my previous videos from way back, I had built my first motor when I was in my like intro class in community college. I was basically going there to become an automotive technician. I wanted to build a motor for this Camaro. When I originally bought the Camaro, the motor was blown. I couldn't afford the car the way it's, you know what I mean? Like if the car was complete and motor running, I wouldn't have been able to afford the car at all. I ended up getting the vehicle for $700 with a blown motor. The 700R transmission was good. There wasn't really any rust at all, like, which was awesome, and the interior was extremely clean besides, some cracks in the dash, which every third gen has those problems. I got the dash pad on there, and I also have a fiberglass dash I'm starting to make, but the damn thing's heavy as shit. Kind of pointless to use, but I don't know, maybe I'll use it one day. But yeah, I don't know, I like it a lot. I don't like the way it sits kind of high in the front, so that's why I ordered the adjustable suspension. I'm going to make a video on me installing that. I got the suspension from Ground Control. Pretty cool company. I believe they're out in California, I believe. I know they're somewhere on the West Coast. But I should have them come in here in about a week. They finally got put together and sent out. Now, this original motor isn't anything crazy. It's just a very mild motor. It's got a mild cam. You guys know, I talked about what was in it before. But I wasn't really happy with the performance of it. I mean, it ran fine and everything like that. And I was able to drive it and enjoy it, but I for sure wasn't winning any races or anything like that with it. The heads are just stock truck heads. They're very Very low CC. They're not like the greatest heads to run. I mean, any stock head isn't the greatest unless you have like a Vortec with some valve work or like an older double humper head. Double, whatever. The camelback heads, whatever the fuck they call them. Anyway, like I said, I'm getting rid of that. I'm also going to be doing a wire tuck. I'm getting rid of all the original fuel injection wire and cleaning up all the remaining wires that are there. I already started to do that actually. On this side, I tucked and hid all the lighting wire that was on this side. It was all out and it was just a mess. It was everywhere. I ended up getting rid of that. I got rid of the carbon canister. I'll probably need to put that back when I run through DMV. If I even run it through DMV, I'll probably just end up making it, a track car or whatever the case is. But I ended up running the wiring up in here super clean. It's all in this black wire loom. It's kind of hard to see, but came out super nice. Really happy with that. Now I just have to do it to the other side and fuck with the original wiring from the fuel injections. Sorry I haven't made any videos. Life has been taking some crazy turns. I had a kid and she ended up getting a bit older and ended up giving some health problems and kind of took a break from everything. But my health's better. I'm back at it. And this is the new motor that I'm super excited about. Oh man, where do I begin? This motor has got so much shit into it. I'm really excited to get this motor in there. I also have a transmission for it, 350, turbo 350 underneath the tarp. So this thing right here came from my brother. He actually has ran this motor quite a bit in his S10 pickup truck. He's got a pretty nasty S10. It's been around for a while, does a lot of racing. His name's Tom Dinkley, Tom Dink. You can check him out on YouTube, plenty of videos. He's been on Street Outlaws once, I believe, and raced Dennis Bailey. Dennis Bailey ended up beating him. $100,000 pro mod versus, real street truck. So, I mean, you know what the results of that is. Anyway, the motor is just a 350. It's got a, I don't know the exact specs on the cam, but I know it's a pretty radical cam. It's a, I know it was like Pro Stock cam by Elgin or some shit. The heads are a cheaper aluminum head. It's a Pro Comp head. I believe they might have switched the name. I'm running Hedman headers. I got long tubes I'm trying to fit in the 3rd gen, which I'll make a video about putting the motor in and everything like that, especially with the long tubes, because that's going to be a fucking headache and a half. We'll see how that goes. I've heard it's kind of difficult to get them in there, but maybe I'll be better off because I have them on the motor with it out, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what the fuck happens. Anyway, it's got the aluminum heads, it's got chrome moly push rods, roller rockers, ARP, everything. It's got a performance dampener, SFI approved, ARP bolts. Yeah, quite a bit of goodies on there, and I'm hoping it's going to put out quite a bit more power than the old mild motor that's in there now. So I'm super excited to get the old one out, get this Bessie in. This is kind of what I've been doing with my spare time. Like I said, I've been at home with COVID and, kind of having the whole health thing going on. So, man, I'm excited to get back at it and hopefully make a lot of cool videos for you guys and some tutorials and let you know what the hell is going on. And, we'll make some cool videos and hope you guys like them. Thanks.